Encouragement is another big component. I'm not sure that I covered this in the class itself, but it was one of those things that just reminded me about that. So, encouragement, we do have a lot of sibling rivalry in our families that are there. And if you're a single kid, sorry, this one maybe is being or getting you left out just a bit, but you can also model this with your friends in that regard too. So there was a couple of things that we used to do that were sort of fun. Um, and I think it also helped build that camaraderie between our kids because there is that sibling rivalry that takes place. So, for example, if one of our kids was to say something negative about the other kid, what I would do to them is say, okay, now you have to come up with three encouraging and nice things to say about your brother or sister. Well, it got to be kind of a little bit of a joke. And if they were to offer that in a backhanded way, then I would add another three that they would have to do too. But you can kind of see the point that, it's building that relationship, helping us to remember that we are supposed to be encouraging one another, especially our family members, because there's enough discouragement that goes on in this world already. The other thing about that, because I had heard this in another presentation that won't actually come up in the Growing Faithful Family until a little bit later on, but I like the idea of, you know, siblings being prayer partners because the presenter of that particular thing was reminding us that your kids, your siblings, right, brothers and sisters, will actually you're going to spend your most of your life with them together. We lose our parents, grandparents way earlier. The longest stretch of togetherness that you're going to have is going to be with your siblings. I'm finding that very true. I'm closer to my brother and sister than I ever was, like in high school or something along the lines of that, because we have a lot of the same concerns with that we're having to deal with now. So forming prayer partners and sharing the things that we need to encourage one another with are very important, so I encourage you to do that.